Alright. Turn that noise down. Alright, so here I am. And here we be. Got another entry. Iris Jack, very good. Okay. Thank you much. There we go. Salam. Let me see. Do I have everything done? I kind of got everything done. Alright, in the end we still have 10 entries, which is very nice. Thought it would be a quick one today, but apparently not. Alright, welcome everyone. Hope you guys are doing fine. I hope the weather is good. I see Frank, I see Tyrus, I see Iris Jack, I see Hit the Road Jack, I see Haim, I see Rap van Rappels, Alexander, welcome. Let's wait 3 more minutes and then we will blast off. Just enjoying my coffee here. Alright, how are you guys doing? There we go. Raf says fine, and you? I'm doing fine too, just a little bit tired though. Iris says Hit the Road Jack is my other account. I intended doing travel vlogs, but I realized it was introvert. Iris says good, that is good. Iris says I'm good, that is good. And Frank says not too shabby. Well, that's good to hear. Alexander says good but a little sad. I can only watch a few minutes here. Ooh. Kaisen Art says hello. Hello. Yeah, let's just start up then. We don't have too much entries, which is okay. It can happen. It happened before, and after that, sometimes we have a lot of entries, which takes a lot of time. Alright, so the weekly subject was to make a local landmark or any object from your country or area. Alright, the first one is from Black Venom. This is a landmark in Damondi Lake? Dhaka? Ah, those names. It is 38 minutes from my home. The area was flooded and created a scenery straight out of the fantasy. This is a 3D and 2D workflow. I'm super new to this, so bear the mistakes with me. Wow, this is a very nice one. Look at that, 2D and 3D. Looks amazing. Looks very nice. Just the amount of layers going on towards the back. Getting more simple and simple in the back, at the front more detailed. It's very nice. The water seems to be nice. It's definitely something to combine 2D and 3D together. Wonder how he kind of did this. Like, is this tree, is that a 3D model, or did he just cut this out and it's just flat layer by layer? Definitely nice. A little bit of particles going on, it seems like. Foggy lightning. Tunnel to heaven. I wonder what's here. I want to know. I want to find out. It looks very nice though. I really like this this artwork down here. I actually do not have anything bad critic to say. I would say 2D and 3D is something that I have not really tried before. The colors are amazing. And it's definitely different for ones to, like, normally you go from a very visible foreground and the background gets real dark. In this case the background is very light. Definitely has something to it. Mood is great, Alexander says. Yeah, very good, very nice, I like it. I don't know if you guys have anything to say about this. I mean, I see a lot of positive reactions. Could he improve something? I mean, I see some falling leaves, so that's also a nice touch. God Razor on point, Frank says. Yeah, it's definitely... You can easily... I like to say that sometimes just print this out on a canvas and just hang it up on your wall, I would say. Let me just... I should not forget to size it up. Can have a better look. Yeah, then some details. More visible like this here. But I still like it. I still like it a lot. It is art, definitely. Tyler says the center thing could use some work, I think. You mean, yeah, this centerpiece, of course, you mean? Yeah, maybe there is a little too much of glow going on here. Maybe. I would just say then, you know, something onto this tree. Maybe a little more seamless, I would say. Make it more seamless. But anything else, it looks very amazing. I like it a lot. Very good. Enchantment altar. Alright, so very good. People seem to like it a lot, so that's a good thing. Then we have an entry of Swift, a local landmark in Arctic. Made this is a joke for entry. Mod you can delete is if you don't think this matches the theme. Well, you probably live somewhere at the Arctic. It is okay, I mean, I'm not too difficult about things. At least there's an entry, right? Yeah. Yeah. It looks very snowy and overall. I like how there is snow everywhere. Just trying to put it onto pieces of rock that's sticking out. I see ice spikes going on. The rock has a lot of detail and texturing going on. 2 different layers is always very nice to have. Some rocks at the side like that, some flat ground. And a UFO. I like how it's not just snow everywhere onto it, but just some bits here and there show the UFO itself. Looks very cold out there, it definitely does. I don't know, now I'm expecting a little alien head to peek out here at the side with a knitted hat on. I don't know. Jack says, imagine traveling like a million years and then you just crash in the ice. Sad story. Well, definitely is. Very cold. It almost feels like there's some cave going on down here. Maybe, yeah, someone is living underneath it. It's definitely nice. Very simple. But the rock texture in this case, along with the snow placement, is I think the most important thing or the most difficult thing. You get some nice rock textures going on, and the the part where you share up the snow here and there. I really like how the snow has been shared up on here. Very good. Also on the ground, it's not too flat. There is a little bit of something going on, little bumps here and there. I like it. I think it's very nice. What is the birth of humanity from space to cave? Stop, sorry I'm late, there's issue with the Wi-Fi. The weather is there better than here. Yeah, there's a little bit of sun going on. It's not too bad, I would say. Alright, very nice. I like it. I don't have too much to say about this. I don't know, maybe a personal thing, like an alien head peek out here, but personal. Very nice though. Then we have one of Edwin Sunny Ray KL Tower in low poly. Now I know how to easily trim it using Windows Photo Viewer, which is common in all windows. Consider it making a floating rock. Well, you can trim it with a program, but you can also do this in Blender itself by just resizing the window. Yeah, you like my pronouncing with the S, don't you? She sells seashells by the seashore. Very good. I'll bet Sean Connery can do that better for you. Alright. Yeah, so get distracted by Frank again. Tower in low poly, now easy trim it. Use okay, so this is just a low poly tower. I guess this is something in your area, if not somewhere else. This actually kinda reminds me already for something that I'm gonna give you guys a subject for next upcoming week. There's definitely a low poly tower. There's not too much detail going on, which is good. I like this rock. There's some nice randomness in there. I like the texture on the rock is very nice. I like the little light. What is it called? Bloom? I sound like Sean Connery. Yeah, I have been hearing that a lot more. Yeah, very simple. I like it. I like the background with it. In this case, the background fits in very well. There is like a big light up on top. And yeah, when you use something that needs to light up, then a dark background will do the job with it. There's a little bit of light coming from this side, which is very nice, and some light from this side, it seemed like, which is also very nice. It's very simple. Points for cutting off the picture like this, very good, very simple. I like it. No, the light is in this case is very good. Use two textures for the rock. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, maybe at some point you could, you know, learn a little bit about the grainy stuff down here. Have you used volumetrics in here? I mean, it doesn't really seem too much. It's just like down here. Or is this just the bloom? Have you used Eevee for this? You've used... okay. Yeah, volumetrics. I've been messing around with it with my train station, and when you use volumetrics, denoising is not always straight away an option when you still have fireflies. I figured out 0.02, yeah, something between 0.001 and 0.100, somewhere between that value is the best to do. So let me just see. I just want to see the option what I have been using. I just want to show you my solution to get rid of big firefly, because if you have big firefly dots and you use denoiser, it's gonna go look very ugly. One thing you need to do with denoiser is put the sample rate of to render it overall very high. Try to get rid of fireflies. So what I did with my final solution, and this is something you should really do as last, I just played around with direct lightning. I tried it to follow Andrew Price's tutorial, and he was saying something, but it's an old article. You know, try to do this, or maybe there was something else, or this. One of these numbers, but this didn't work for me, so I just kept this on 10. I tried to mess around with this. I started off with very low, and then I start increasing. But I kind of noticed at some certain point it didn't really matter anymore. I didn't do anything. I just put it on this, and the very big fireflies with volumetrics will disappear, and then you can use a denoiser for the small fireflies. I tried literally everything before touching this one to get rid of big fireflies. Sample rate I go is 500. Yeah, for my scene with the train I used above 2000 somewhere. I remember back in the day the sample rate needed to be so super high before denoising. But denoising is not always an option with volumetrics. Because it makes it look even uglier. Right, I like this, very simple, very good. Then we have one of Tradelex, here a German Brezel. Is that how you pronounce it? Brezel? In German? I know it's a pretzel. In a room you will experience when you're in some restaurant in Speyer, a city next to me. Brezel. Yeah, even though I'm Dutch, I find this difficult to pronounce on a German way. Yeah, pretzel is English, right? Alright, let's take a look. I should always first open it and then play it. That looks very tasty, looks very salty. What I like about this already, I saw, is the realism onto the walls is very high. For some reason. Have you used like PBR material textures for this? Yeah, the wall textures are incredibly nice though. Anything else is, you know, more of a normal thing, but the cloth on the table again is looks very nice. Very nice cloth down here with nice colors onto it. Very German-ish type of feeling I get. I would only say these wooden pieces against the wall. I know why they're here, but just don't know the name. They feel like a little bit stretched out from the left to the right in this case, or this angle. Need to be in a little bit of a different color, maybe a very darkish color. Let's take a look at the pretzel itself, because that is very Germanish. I'm just gonna take a reference picture because I don't want to reference. Oh, why did I type that? Pretzel. Alright, now of course we have pretzels we know as chips type of thing. But those ones are not the same like these ones, because these ones should taste more bread-ish instead of just very hard. Oh man, I'm getting hungry of this. Oh, delicious. So yeah, they do have some shininess onto it. Of course, it depends on how the pretzel is made. I will only say there is a little too much bumpy in there. Maybe just a little too much. Not too much, but a little too much. Like, yeah. I don't know. In overall, the shape of it looks the way it looks. Maybe you need to do a little bit of work on choosing the right colors of it. This lighter color feels a little bit off though. You can always like take some reference pictures. And what you can also do in Blender, if you really do not, get the feeling how the color should look, you can import a picture. Oh boy, here we go. I always need to, the best thing to do is just show instead of just, saying. Let me just quickly do this. It's like so, blah 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 blah. Just going to move it away. I hope this will work. I should be able to get it in here. Images planes. I hope this works. I have been like, this is something that I do not always understand. Like, it very happens random. But it's okay. So if I'm not wrong, oh boy, it's a lot of work sometimes. But I've been using this kind of technique once before. I need to have another thingy here. I'm just using a different material. So what I've been doing sometimes, if you want to have a color, you can just, choose this material down here or whatever you have. And you just use this thing in order to, choose some pixels here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Maybe I need to do a lot more in order to get the color done, because it doesn't really change, but you kind of get a little bit of a an idea. Yeah, drag and drop, but I need to have the right angle. Then I should be at the front side, drag it in. I don't know. Most of the times it works. Anyhow, you get kind of the idea of using the thingy what I just used in order to copy some of these colors onto your material. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work at all. And you get an empty. Let me just do it 2 seconds, okay? Front view. I got the map. Here in 3, 2, 1, drop it in. Well, it does works. How does it look with? There's no shader. Yeah, there is no material. It doesn't matter for now. But I get it. You can just also drop it in like that. Alright, so yeah, overall very nice. Just a little bit work on the texture material. I like the little salt bits. They look very randomized. They have different sizes, which is very good. I assume you have been using the hair particle system. The walls look very nice in this scene. Very, very beautiful texture like this. Looks very realistic. The floor is nice. The table is nice. I would only say the wooden piece against the corner of the floor and the wall needs to have a little bit of work. Yeah, very nice. I need to try one of these bigger pretzels. I mean, Germany is not too far away from my place, actually. All right. Then we have one from Raf, von Ravel. The Atomium served as a Belgian pavilion during 1958 World Exposition in Brussels. Its shape was based on Alpha iron crystal magnified 16.5 billion times. Almost as much as the number of a Snowball souvenir in existence. I have no idea what he's talking about. It can still be visited, and yes, you can buy a Snowball. Oh, Snowball like that. Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Like, who wanna buy some Snowball? But it's a different Snowball. Yeah, I have seen this this building. I believe one time we were driving from France back to the Netherlands, and I have seen this building on distance. It was like a highway close to the city, and you could just see this. It was the very first time I actually see it in real life. I've always seen this on TV, pictures, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it looks like a very nice building. A very artist building. Snow globe, yeah. Okay, I like the little, well, the poster with it. It's a unique style, I would say. I like the snow globe. The textures feel a little bit flat though. But maybe we're not going for realism, then it doesn't really matter. The model in here looks very, very nice. I like that there is some bumps and bits going on into the snow down here. There's some snow floating around, it's very nice. Yeah. Got the name on here, which is very good. I like the little texture on here where it's standing on too. Nice architecture. Yeah, the buildings look good. Very nice. The roads are a little bit lesser, but not as bad as in Russia. That's where we Dutch people always like to joke about the roads. But here in the Netherlands we pay a lot for our roads, so it depends on what you like. Belgium is a very nice country though. Alright, yeah, anything else? Yeah, I would only say the wood texture could use a little bit of PBR. That's actually all. I really like how it's presented onto this render down here. I like that the picture is cut off. Props for that. I like the camera angle. I think it's very nice. Hey Kylie, welcome to the stream. Anything else I do not have to add? I don't have to add. I like it a lot. Very good. Then we have one of, I would say Outmind, but Outmind actually done this for the Ultimator. The Thai Mahal as designed by Ultimator. He didn't have time to render it, so I helped with that part. I would say it is well on its way to become a very beautiful something. The modeling overall already looks very nice. I like all the shapes and little details going on. It looks very good. It's a shame we couldn't finish it, because I think it would have been a very, very nice render. Only one tip: if you are planning on to keep this background here, try to get at least a higher resolution one. If not, this is just for reflection, then this would be fine. Reflection and light. Nice centered out in the picture though. But thank you at least for joining in. Then we have one of Tyrus.x. This is a, by the way, welcome back. This is a tower that was flooded when building a dam. Under the large lake there is a whole village, but the tower is the only thing sticking out of the water. Location: Resha Lake, South Tyrol, Italy. I'm sorry that I didn't join more of the weekly challenges, but school has started, I see, and it's really stressful at the moment. I understand. School is also more important than doing Blender as hobby for now. Keep joining them still from time to time. That is fine. I think I have seen something like this. It is very interesting, like a flooded village. Yeah, that still have his church sticking out. There are multiple locations onto this planet that has a certain area where things are flooded. Or forest that is underneath the lake still being alive for some reason. Very interesting. I like the church church tower in overall. It has a very nice model. It has very nice textures going on. Yeah, like it looks very good. The stones look on point with the model itself. I like the clock. Got some depth and detail going on. The tiles on the roof look nice. You got a lot of detail. You have used some nice filter on it. I don't know what this filter is called, but yeah. I also like that it's going from dark to light. Very good. Now I could say, of course, this image needs a little bit more light at the foreground, but I don't know if there is a mountain behind the camera which covers a shadow over the lake and the church. So, because the background is very light, I just think there is a shadow going on. But very interesting. It's a very nice model. Have you used like depth of field, something like that, to focus onto this tower and not the background so it blurs out, or was this picture already blurred like that? Shut up the cameraman, very big guy. Yes, okay. Well, very nice model. Very good. The water is nice too, by the way. Nice and wavy. Alright. And we have one of Kaizen. I have tried to recreate the castle from my Brodnicia. In Poland, there is still only one tower left. If you type Brodnicia Castle in Google, you will find it. Brodnicia. Brodnicia. Maybe that sounds better. I don't know. Alright, so here we got some towers going on. Some nice towers. Okay, let me see. Brodnicia, okay, it sounds like that. Very good. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't it so that a part of Poland or parts of Poland have been used in order to create like the Witcher 3 style of buildings and stuff and landscapes? It looks very on point, the tower. Maybe I can just pick something that makes it a bit bigger. Something. Maybe I need to increase this. No? Well. Yeah, well, here we go. Let's just do it with this. Tower has some nice shaping in there. Looks very good. Got some stuff going on from the top side. Details. I like this. Would like to see this spinning in 360. So on Sketchfab. Good reconstruction. Yes, I'm not gonna read the rest in the chat because that's not my language. Hard to pronounce that. Yeah, I don't know, it looks good. So let's see, I like the background with it, by the way. It has some very nice bluish color that fits in well with the tiles. I like the way how the piece of ground here looks. I like the grass with it. Has some nice size, nice height. Tower looks good. The roof tiles looks very good. An overall very nice picture. Not okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Looks very good. Where is my thingy? Did I close it already? Oh well. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe you can plant like a little tree or bush down here, or put a flag onto the building, or try to model some what is that, like green stuff lower on the wall. But there is also thing to learn, trying to you know, the nature has been pissing against the wall all the time, so there should be a little bit more dirt onto the lower part than on the top part, something like that. Yeah, mushy type of thing. Like making things being used is also a difficult thing, or a thing to learn actually. Or when it has been raining a lot, you have like certain I don't know exactly how to call it, but you probably know what I mean. Oh, let me see here. Oh. I try to. I've been searching for this kind of stuff not a long while ago for something. I don't remember for what anymore, but it was kind of about learning, or you know, seeing where you need to add like. Oh, for cracks. Oh, well, that's okay. Like making the walls look dirty at some point and other points less dirty. This is maybe a wrong example because, you know, it's at the water and there is a lot more stuff going on, but I guess you get what I mean with this now. It's the same with tires a little bit. Like it seems like there's, I don't know if this is by the water or that you've been adding this, but you see at the water there is a lot more stuff going on than on the rest of the wall here. Something like that. I mean, it looks overall very good though already. Very nice. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Then we have one of prior codes. I live 5 minutes away from infinity and beyond. I have no idea. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting this actually. Yeah, sure. Let's infinity and beyond. Okay, apparently this is a national space center, which is very noisy. It has an elevator when you come in with stars onto the wall and a rocket. Okay, and it has solar panels as floor. I'm just kidding around. I'm surprised actually that so you live close at a what looks like a space center. Is that the whole idea I get here? PS1 game, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, very good start, sure. You got a lot of elements in there, you got a lot of textures in there. There is some sound. I like the way how you first you know, get idea of the floor and you think like, are you on the moon or something? And then you look at the side and then you get the idea it's a National Space Center. You can see the rocket down here. I don't know what happens here. Maybe this guy is a little bit drunk and or misstepped and breaks his ankle almost. Gets inside here. I would only say these texts need to, you know, be turned. I don't know if that is in real life the same, but you know, it would be easier to read, I guess. I like how there's a elevator straight at the entrance, or the idea. Maybe it's just a a place to keep the cold outside. You get in, that door closes, and then the other door opens, like a welcome, whatever, with some fancy stars around it. And yeah, you get in. See like a nice artifact here. A spacesuit. What does it says? T-Peaks. Okay, there we go. T-Peaks, and then you get a nice shot of a rocket. PMG 17 Tor. And I'll guess another rocket. Different type. Alright, there's a lot of going on. Yeah, it's definitely something different. I didn't expect this. The sound creeped me off a little bit, but I think it kind of makes some sense with the Space Center though. In space, music is a lot different. 20 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I think, is this your first animation? Because then yes, you certainly did a good job. Now Iris Jack didn't make one, so now he doesn't have a competition with it. Very good, I would say. I don't know if other people got anything to say about that. A lot happens in 20 seconds, yeah. Oh, National Space Center. Ah, it's a very tiny building. So you got it. Space Center. It looks pretty much on spot with the building itself. Yeah, you improvise a little bit. You had 2 of these rockets inside. Very good. Yeah, okay. So it is a real life thing. Very nice. Alright, very good job with that. And then we have another one, which is the last one, which is Iris Jack. This is the sign at the entrance of the village. I just moved it to a few weeks ago. I made a small change. I hope you made this change to this and not to the real life sign. But as it is accurate as my current skill set will allow me to achieve, made this morning. Hi mom. Who knows, your mom is watching the stream too. Alright. This is a real place or this is a joke? Kill me, the... Home of Iris Jack. Alright, Mr. Iris Jack. I like the bush. I like the bushes a lot. I like the wooden textures on here. It does need a little bit of a nail here and there. Maybe the poles need maybe a tiny touch different in there. They look pretty much the same, like copied and paste. The grass is very nice. I like the grass and the bush. This stone in overall has a very nice texture onto it. The texture onto this edge here could use a little bit of work, I think. Yeah, it looks like it's like separate pieces here. It's not really connected up to each other. The sky is nice. This tree down here needs some texture because, you know, here you use real wood and here it looks like low poly stuff. Yeah, the wooden planks are nice, the bush is nice, the grass is nice, the texture on the stone is nice. This rubble down here looks very grayish, almost like asphalt. Should be a little bit more brown in here, I would just say, a little brown. It looks a little more ground dirtish. Yeah, but with the time you had, thank you for joining up. And there is some things that I really like. There are some things could use work. Anything else? I do not really know. There's a little bit of a blur going on down here. I don't know what that is. See a little tinky here. That's it. But thank you for joining. A nice aging on the stone. Yeah, this texture is very nice. Also not too smooth. It has a lot of bumpiness in here. And this wooden texture is just very nice for some reason. Realistic try. Look at this tree. What is that? Should have left the tree out, I would say. Just leave those two trees out of there, so you don't get distracted. But yeah, just if you would go for realism, just make this part here. Just add some very dark brown tint to it, because it looks asphalty, and these two trees in the background, just leave them out and it looks way more realistic already. Like the grass is fantastic. I like how there are some spots down here and there. The bush looks fantastic. Something needed, yeah. Maybe Frank's face peeking over the bush. Anyhow, I like it. It seems to be very crisp also. Very good. Yeah, and if you want to go really for realism, I don't know, I feel like this fence here looks too perfect, too tight. Like maybe place one pole like the half of this part more into the ground, or you know, you need to get some splinters here onto the side, or and also another thing is, if this fence is old or new, if it's old, like make some dirt coming up. But yeah, if you don't have too much time, then I can say a lot, but out of time is out of time. But very good so far. There are a lot of things I really like about this. Frank's eyes in the bush, yeah. Alright, so that were all the entries. In this case, let me see here. Yeah, voting, we do with the voting system, and then I'll just turn on some music, and then I'll choose certain winners. Where am I looking for music? There we go. This one, that one. So yeah, okay. And I should not forget, before I announce the winners, I need to do one vote too. Alright, so guys, there you go. I'm putting on a timer, and I'm going to put the now starting soon, but you know, we already started. This just gives me a little bit of time to choose some winners without you guys can already know what. should not put that in the entries, Iris Jack. You should put it in the chat. Okay, I'm getting too much distracted here. Let me just get back to what I should do. No, the stream did not end, but I'm choosing some winners without you guys can already get spoiled who it is. Thank you for joining, Tyrus. See you next time. Ooh, it's a difficult one this time because you need to do some things differently. I'll just figure it out my own way. Can you hear me? Blah 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 blah. I'm just choosing. Alright. I'm just choosing some winners, so that's why there is music on. I'm not talking. I will be back in a second. Alright. Even though the music sounds very nice to my ears, it is time to do the winner system. I had a difficult time, so I did some things different for this time. It is nice to do something refreshing once in a while. I have added also a new point, plus I added a new idea which I can do when things are very difficult. What makes it actually difficult that actually everyone, let me just first do the voting. Has everyone been voting? I made it nice and exciting. Everyone voted? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna vote too, of course. Right, okay, I'm going to vote there. I'm going to vote on something refreshing. Gee, alright. Okay, so there are 2 top winners. I'll take another look when we are done with doing the category points to see if something has changed. But in this case, I had to do something different because I wanted to say everyone besides one person actually got the objective done. That didn't happen all the time, but in this case, everyone made something for from their own place, something, an item or a building, a landmark. Everyone besides Swift. So in this case, I have the objective. It will say everyone besides Swift, of course with a winky eye. So yeah, that's why I'm having a little bit of trouble. But I have also got something new, and this is called Texturing Level 1 and Texturing Level 2. Of course, Texturing Level 1 is a bit better than Level 2, because I think I've seen some amazing texturing, and I've seen also more amazing texturing, but maybe a little bit lesser in overall. So in this case, the Texturing Level 1 winners are Tyrus.x, Kaisen, and Iris Jack. I think these people have done an amazing texturing work if it's about depth, about detail, about the finishing touch in overall. It very looks good. But there are also people who tried the best and do some more texturing, so in this case, Texturing Level 2 is Stradalex, because, you know, we all find his wall texture amazing, the floor texture is amazing, but he is a good sample of, you know, not everything in this work does looks proper. For example, this just looks very stretched out. You know, the pretzel might need a little bit of texturing work, but, you know, I think the textures are very well, you know, the rest of it. And the second one is Swift. Doing rocking textures is also not always an easy thing to do. It can look very plain, very quick. In this case, I think the rocking texture worked out pretty well on here, and he should get some credits for that. But yeah, the objective is not what it's supposed to be, so that's why I'm putting him one level 2, more as a punishment, but still a compliment, something like that. Rocky textures, yeah. Then we have a simplistic minimalism winner, because it looks very simple, it looks very minimalistic, but still I think it looks very good. And there is Erwin Sunny Ray. I really like this. It's in overall very simple. It does what it needs to do. It has some, you know, nice model. It has a nice rock. It has some nice lightning. Yeah, so that's why Erwin Sunny Ray, congratulations winning simplistic minimalism. Of course, in this case we do have 2 animations, but in this case for first time trying the animation candidates, you know, were Tradalex and of course Prior Code, which is the winner of the animation, because, you know, it looks how it looks. No, but I think it's a very good attempt. And yeah, it's poor iOS Jack wasn't joining in with animation, but you know, it has music, it has textures, it you know, it has a lot of stuff in overall, a lot of them showing good what is inside the building, how the building look, what it's called. So in this case, Prior Code, congratulations on winning the animation. Alright, it's a communication tower, yeah. Yeah, communication tower. Of course, in real life it's not on a floating rock, but you know, it's good to do it like this, as simplistic. Alright, and then I have a new category. Of course, it works the best if there are multiplied people with this, but there is one person and I didn't have this category onto my list just yet, and that is Judy. And in this case, Judy goes to Black Venom. I definitely, you know, deserve something, and you know, we're saying 3D Judy workflow, and I think it worked out pretty well. It's very colorful. There's a lot of reflection going on. There is a lot of ray going on. I like the way how it's layered. I like how there's a focus in the middle. Very good. So congratulations on that. Got some air stuck in my throat again. Yeah, let me just refresh the voting page. Nope, it is still the same. You know what? In this case, we have 2 community vote winners. Let me just do it like so. CV1. Community vote 1 is gonna go to Black Venom. Congratulations with the community vote. People seem to like your work a lot. It's also the one I voted onto. And community vote number 2 is gonna go to Tyrus.x. So congratulations both of you with a community vote winner. Alright, so I think everything worked out pretty well. It was nice to just, you know, do something different with the category system. So that is that of this week. Now for next week, I actually have an idea in mind. Of course, you guys also need to like it. So for the next week subject, I was actually thinking about floating islands. And what you do onto your floating islands is actually up to you. You can build on it whatever you like. You can make your floating islands look low poly, high poly, realistic. Use normal textures, use PBR textures. So floating islands. So you don't have to mess around with water. You can mess around with clouds if you like. You can make vehicles with it, like airships, or you can create like an old castle. You can create a thrilling city onto it. Give your floating island some propellers. No, that's Dutch, right? Propellers. I don't know, something to, you know, keep it in the air, or it's floating by itself, to give it some crystals into the rocks that makes the island float. Something like that. Sure, you can create Emerald Island from Sonic. You can create oh boy, what is that dude called? What is the older dude from Piccolo? The older guy that lives on a kind of a floating house way up in the sky with a very thin pillar, goes down, whatever. You can make that if you like. Sure, you can make a camera shot from Avatar with these floating islands with vines between in, make it very natural looking. There's a lot of things you can do. Minecraft, sure, whatever you like. So you guys seem to like that, right? By the way, if you have some other ideas, you can always send me a direct message. If you have like a very nice idea, just send it to me. It also counts for the 30 minutes. If you have like an overall theme for the week and you also know what can fit with it each and every day, just put it underneath each other on a like a list type of thing. Send it me in the direct message. And yeah. I also got something for the week after this. I also got a subject, but more about that the next time. For now, I would like to thank all of you guys for joining in. I had some fun with the stream again. You guys made lovely artworks once again. And I hope you all will join in next Monday with a 30-minute challenge. We have a lot of them already. Yeah, Popo. That one. I'll guess, yeah. Popo is that black guy, right? Not. Thank you, Iris Jack, by the way, for putting up the voting system once again. Popo, Dragon Ball Z. Let me just see that. Yeah, Popo is the black guy. We also had this green guy. I don't know what he's called anymore. Not Piccolo. Well. Anyhow, yeah. I don't have more to say actually. Just good luck. Grand Kai. Let me just okay. Whatever. I just wanna type it in. Grand Kai. No, not Grand Kai. Grand Kai is no, I don't recognize him. Isn't Grand Kai like one of the old Android dudes? No, he looks like it. It's not him, but he looks like it. Ah, well. Sure, you can just hang around. People that have something to do, you can leave and do whatever you do. Thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. Okay, let's see. Dr. Gero. Is that the dude? No. Yeah, but he looks like Dr. Gero, but it's not the guy living with a Popo. Didn't we call all old dudes? It's difficult if you don't know what the dude is called. Is that Piccolo living with Popo? I thought it was another one of these Piccolo dudes, but then an old guy. We're talking about Dragon Ball Z, about who lives on the floating kind of an island. Like this black dude, I reject don't know, but what is the floating island called? Also has his own name. Or might be Pickle, I don't know, maybe I'm just mistaken, thinking there was like a second green dude living there. Then there. No, no, no. So yeah, I just check here, you got like this floating island or whatever it is. I think I'm mistaking them. Sexy Popo. No, not ass ketchup. The Lookout it's called. Okay, Dragon Ball Z. Lookout. Oh, I got another name I didn't see before. Unless... Yeah, it is the old dude, man. There you go. This old dude is called Kami. I knew I wasn't crazy. He lives on the floating island, this old dude. Old Piccolo. Yeah. He is Piccolo? Is it... Yeah, but how are the two of them then? Is it like his evil twin brother, or is... Does he live in a different time and age, like Back to the Future? Yeah, all weeps. Yes, but at least, you know, Dragon Ball Z is just the limit line before all the other whatever manga crazy stuff. Whatever. This was just okay still. The stuff you have nowadays today is not okay. Oh well, yeah, this is Dende, little guy. Oh man, it all comes back to me again. Yeah, but how are these two together? If this is Piccolo and this is Piccolo, is that just their name for the race? Like we are called humans and they are called Piccolos? Oh yeah. Ah yeah, yes. I kinda now start to remember something like that. Yeah, and if you're evil, you're stressed out a lot more, and that makes you look older. Ah. Yeah, they could fuse together again to be a lot stronger. Oh boy. I need to be careful with this before I want to watch all these episodes again. And then I'm going to not spend a lot of time on Blender and whatever anymore. Alright, so I guess we figured out what the guy, his name was, who lived on the floating island. So you guys know what to do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see what you will create. I'm going to try to create something too. I'm going to go full low poly style to make it a little bit more easier for myself. In this case, thank you all for being here. I'm going to close it off. No, not Dragon Ball Z. Floating islands. Alright, thank you all for being here. Time to awkwardly close the stream. See you later. Bye guys.